What role did wattage play in 1950s hi-fi audio? Imagine sitting in your living room in the 1950s, listening to music that sounds warm and full, filling the space without needing to blast the volume. That's the charm of the era's hi-fi systems. Back then, wattage was a key way to measure how powerful an amplifier was, but it meant something quite different from today. Most home amplifiers used vacuum tubes, which are also called thermionic valves, and these produced much lower wattage ratings. A typical stereo amplifier might offer around 10 to 20 watts per channel, with 25 watts seen as quite strong for a single channel. These numbers were enough to fill a standard living room with clear, warm sound, but they were much lower than what modern systems can produce. Wattage was important because it directly influenced how loud and lively the music could get. Still, in the 1950s, the focus was more on sound quality and fidelity rather than sheer volume. Tube amplifiers provided a smooth, rich sound that many listeners found pleasing, even with modest power. The design of speakers also played a big role. Efficient speakers could produce good volume with less power. So, matching the amplifier's wattage to the speaker's sensitivity was a common practice. For most people, a 10 to 20 watt amplifier was enough for everyday listening. Higher wattage models, like those offering 25 or 30 watts per channel, were considered premium and usually found in more expensive or high-end systems. These more powerful amplifiers could drive larger speakers or fill bigger rooms, but they also cost more and were less common. Advertisements often highlighted wattage to show how strong and capable their systems were. But they also emphasized other features like tone controls, input options, and build quality. In practical terms, wattage in the 1950s was about balancing power, sound quality, and cost. Most listeners didn't need massive wattage for regular enjoyment, and the modest output suited the typical room sizes and listening habits of the time. The legacy of these wattage standards lives on in the warm, inviting sound many still associate with classic 1950s hi-fi systems. These systems laid the foundation for how we think about audio power today, emphasizing quality and efficiency over raw numbers.